Nge-lag. Halo guys, selamat siang semuanya. Maafkan jika bakal nge-lag. Aduh, baru bangun dulu. Jam berapa sekarang? Jam 11. Gila dong, baru bangun langsung live. Akhirnya guys, Fontaine keluar. Jadi, let's go. Let's go. Tak sabar lah, tak sabar. Waduh. Gila. Dunia baru dong. Bentar. Nggak bisa. Oke lah. Ayo guys, kita mulai. Bentar. Kita kemana dulu? Oh alah, harus kesini dulu. Jadi kan bakal ada itu apa? Kit baru nggak sih sing bisa berenang? Nggak sabar dulu.
Caravan rebut. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Ini sing quest yang sebelumnya. Good memory.
So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right?
Nggak juga sih.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Tantar CP-nya itu dulu. Kan ada digerakkan dulu, ya sudahlah. Ayah. Nah, sini lah kan bahasa Indonesia lah, tentunya.
We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Betul sekali. Jadi itu penarik semua masalah. Iya dong, kita kalau nggak salah, semua awal mula kita ketemu pas di Mondstadt. Kenapa kita ketemu Venti sama Naga. Pas di Liyue, entah kenapa masuk masalahnya itu Morax. Pas di Inazuma, hampir dihukum mati. Anjay.
Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Dan ini masih sebuah misteri dong. Kenapa kok Paimon jatuh ke laut? Ini masih sebuah misteri dong. It's still is a mystery why Paimon come from the sea.
Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for
Okay.
now.
Wes, Fontaine.
Look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
Oh,
That's when I
dia.
saw you two all the way over
Bukannya
there,
malam ya
chatting
live-nya.
away. What were
Nggak
you two
bisa,
talking
Kakak.
about anyway?
Tak bisa. Malam ini ada urusan. Ya, halo Mbak. Terima kasih sudah datang. Tak bisa malam ini. Oh.
Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are
Tadi kenapa
travelers
tadi?
after all.
Tadi kenapa?
I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Oh iya Bang, akhirnya segini ketemu Charlotte Bang.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Ntar browsernya kita kecilkan dulu. Apa-apa bang, sekali-sekali. Nggak bisa kalau malam nanti ada acara. Ada acara bang kalau nanti malam. Kita lihat. Belum. Nanti bang, belum ketemu.
Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see it.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
Waduh, nggak tahu ya. Belum bang, belum ketemu.
So,
Paling deket.
when are you leaving?
Deanyan rindu sama kita guys. Sendiri Paul dul.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are
Tapi
still a few
live
dishes in
malam.
Sumeru
Iya,
that Paimon
malam.
hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
I see. Guess you won't
Apa
be
tadi
needing a
itu?
going
Kenapa?
away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
Dirinduin dul kita dul. Ya ampun,
Though,
imutnya.
now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida? Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Iya, nah dia nggak baik Google dul. Tahu semuanya.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Akhirnya kita selesai Sumeru. Halo Ahmad, selamat pagi. Kebiasaan live malam dul. Selamat siang. Ayo guys, kita ke Fontaine. Langsung di sini dul. Wih, cepet tuh langsung teleport. Wih, jauh ya anjay. Langsung pas ke sana. Masa suruh berenang ke sana? Nggak masuk akal dul.
The wind rises.
Oh, nggak ada kapal. Ada kapal. Gila dul, nggak masuk akal suruh berenang ke sana. Ada kapal. Aman. Wah, Charlotte bang, semakin dekat menuju Charlotte. Wih, Fontaine, let's go. Apa itu? Ya ampun, langsung ada itu dul. Apa? Hydroculus. Gila, cepet. Langsung ketemu Hydroculus. Apik bentuk Hydroculus-nya. Behold. Wah, inilah keuntungannya punya. Ini update. Iya, sudah update.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh,
Woo.
must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Woo.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Wah, langsung to the point dul. Langsung ketemu Archonnya.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Ada apa tuh Cibi? Ada Cibi dul.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means. To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Go, go, go.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Ada apa nih? Ada apa
I
ini?
was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Sabar bang, Charlotte masih lama. Sabar, sabar.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Ooh.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known.
Anjay. Hampir. Panik dulu.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Anjir, takut deh. Tiba-tiba hitam. Ya ampun. Coba, anjir. Apa? Trial nggak baik, penghakiman di sini malah jadi tontonan dong, gila. Gila sih. Kak kira-kira gak ada Charlotte. Belum bang, belum. Cuma bakal menarik sih cerita nih. Apa? Masa katanya kan tadi kan bilang apa trial tuh nggak baik, bahasa Indonesia apa trial tuh ya? Kayak apa? Semacam penghakiman gitu loh. Penghakiman tuh nggak baik sebagai tontonan dulu di sini dulu, gila.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Neuvillette. Wow, jadi French tuh.
As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Anjay. Movie tuh. Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Sungguh French. British. Oh.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Langsung to the point dong.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Lady Farina. Waduh, nama yang apik dulu, Lady Farina.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally.
Apa tuh di belakang kawan itu?
In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Time slot.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
Weh, terima kasih bang.
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Oh.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Semua Archon ini aneh-aneh anjay.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Nouvelette.
Monsieur Nouvelette. Oh, jadi Franzo. Monsieur Nouvelette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
Opera House?
But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime.
Okay.
Hey, what are you looking over there for?
Karakter baru.
What's the matter? She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Iya sih, kan di Aturan kita bisa itu nggak sih? Berenang bawah laut, Dol. Iya, saya berenang bawah laut. Wah, gila.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Hah?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do
boing,
but just
boing.
keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Mermaid.
No people call the waters
Triduyung.
around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged.
So
We
deep.
would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But
Wow.
now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Wow.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Eddy juga nggak paham.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, ini karakter barunya.
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
Gacha nggak ya? Halo, Hinaka Suci, selamat siang. Gacha nggak ya? Tapi nanggung dong. Terima kasih. Viewer baru, thank you. Jangan lupa subs dan like. Jangan lupa subs dan like. Bantu channel ini berkembang. Gacha nggak ya? Aduh, tapi kurang di hati dol, dosanya Lynette ini dol. Soalnya apa ya? Awalnya kan Eddy mikir dua orang ini bakal kayak di Honkai Impact tuh loh, yang karakter pas nyerang tuh bakal ada animasi berdua bareng gitu. Nyatanya enggak, makanya Eddy kecewa. Kalau misalnya dia pas nyerang bareng berdua gitu, langsung pasti digacha sih dua orang ini. Sayangnya sendiri-sendiri dulu.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact,
terima
she seldom
kasih.
speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Terus juga katanya kita sing cewek biru ini nggak mendukung kita sing sing cowok. Makanya aduh memang pelek. Dia suka loh misalnya dia bakal tarung berdua gitu. Sangat disayangkan dong.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Namanya aja MC. MC kan jarang ngomong.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Oh.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Jawa. Kok tahu Eddy Jawa? Anjay. Kok bisa tahu Eddy Jawa? Wadidaw.
Oh, that. It's a
Wadidaw.
prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now.
Saking medoknya mungkin ya Eddy ya. Bagus, sama. Kita sama.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine
Apa
now.
terjadi dengan Fontaine? Drama apa lagi nih?
Where to begin?
Oh.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Terima kasih loh Bang. Ya ampun, terbaik dol senpai satu ini dol. Gila. Kitaru Kuronaki, woi, senpai terbaik.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Mudah lah sama keceplosan ngomong Jawa kadang-kadang WK-WK-rin juga gitu. Charlotte, sabar Bang, belum keluar. Kelihatan folder ya di Jawa dol. Aduh.
And hello, Paimon.
Halo Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Vibe suaranya pada kayak apa? Suara itu dol apa? Tiknari.
Oh,
Aduh.
alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Sungguhan eman dol, Tiknari itu suaranya diganti sing bahasa Inggris. Sing bahasa Inggris sebelum itu sebenarnya buah gospel. Tapi apalagi ada drama, Pak.
By the way,
Udah kebelet
we're just
banget
getting
tuh.
ready to go to the opera house to meet the Aturan Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
Sabar Bang, baru 4.0. Paling Charlotte tuh keluar 4.2 nggak sih?
So you're going to see Lady Farina?
Lady
No problem
Farina.
at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the opera house later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
Loh, Charlotte siapa? Kentang. Dina lo Bang, waifumu Bang, dibilang kentang lo Bang. Wadidaw.
Please follow me.
Tumben pagi Bang, lagi libur kah? Iya, soalnya malam ada acara. Jadi kan live-nya malam toh. Soalnya kan siang kan bangunnya tuh paling jam 12, jam 1 gitu. Kali ini kan malam ada acara ya. Sudahlah, live siang aja nggak apa-apa sekali-sekali. Oh, halo Astra, selamat siang. Pagi, wes siang nggak sih ini? Iya, mau menuju pagi. Oke, halo Rin.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Halo Rin, selamat pagi. Nih guys, Hadrakon. Wuh. Lihatlah guys buttonnya. Kancingnya guys, yang cek tadi guys. Kancing sudah kebelet, nggak bisa menahan kekuatan Opai. Ini guys.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
Ini guys, wih cepet dong.
My dear,
here, people. Rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand and leave.
Oh, isti banget, berat pasti Genshin ini. Sangat berat. Animasi juga smooth, Masya Allah, betul sekali. Makanya Eddy kalau main Genshin nggak bakal pakai live 2D-nya Eddy sih. Becebol dong laptop dong. Berat, terlalu berat. Wih, cepet dong drakornya dong. Aduh, harus gacha ini. Saatnya menabung.
Two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
Iya, makanya. Makanya kalau pakai live 2D pasti the line, Ti. Makanya nggak pakai live 2D. Berat dong.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
Aduh, harus gacha dong. Ini waifu juga, ini harus digacha nih si waifu.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority.
Sugan mata idol big.
Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Saya bikinnya di jatuh hati sama Katrin ini matai loh. Matai ada dua warna ini loh guys, matai dua warna.
Hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Iya dong, apalagi matai sih bikin di jatuh hati tuh gara-gara matai itu loh, dua warna itu loh.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Cepet dong.
The Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Kayak visual.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see.
Tuh, matai guys, ada
As
dua.
Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Sengaja nantang Raden Shogun dan yang lain dong. Ngajak perang satu orang ini.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Oh, ini mata. Ini loh guys, mata ada dua nih loh. Ya ampun, jatuh hati dulu di dulu. Warnanya ada dua warna itu. Itu mata. Satu tendang serang apalagi tiga. Tanjir tiga. Mutan lah.
Oh, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Warnanya kayak iya dong. Warnanya kayak Shenhe.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Famous.
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Famous nih sayang Rin peluk nih. Aduh, jangan kakak. Nanti finalnya bledas.
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Anjir, masa kayak Raden Shadow lagi rek? Gelut apa? Hydro Archon.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Wadidaw.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
Aduh, harus gacha saya Archon ini, semoga dapat.
Consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Kali ini ada kok, kali ini bakal ngomong singkatku. MC-nya bakal ngomong. Ini loh bang, matanya, aduh, matanya bikin Eddy jatuh hati do. Matanya.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Waduh, gelut. Ini guys. Gelut. Anjir, cepet deh wes gelut.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Bercanda. Wis ngalahkan Raden Shogun do. Sudah mengalahkan itu Wanderer. Itu menantang.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Nggak guys, kancingnya guys, lihat kancingnya. Aduh, sedikit lagi bakal meletus itu kancing. Menahan kekuatan gunungnya berdua. Loh guys, kancingnya sudah sangat-sangat rapat tuh loh. Sudah berusaha menahan diri kancing itu tidak lepas.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior.
Sedang lawan 3 kali sih kita lawan dewa.
Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Arrhenius, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see,
Regensin menolak simpel.
as the
Betul.
god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel.
Anjir, pedang layangan.
Duel in court.
Itu ya, pedang paling kuat itu bang. Hebat tuh kancingnya, bisa menahan kekuatan 2 gunung yang kuat itu.
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Ini mah Genshin, pasti bentar lagi kita bakal kena suatu kejahatan.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Kalau ngomong apa story sebelum ini? Enggak tadi loh. Jadi yang karakternya tadi, ada nggak ya karakternya?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Punten, halo, selamat pagi menjelang siang juga untuk John.
Violating this law, no?
Bukan itu. Tadi itu karakternya tuh di bagian dada. Di bagian dada. Tadi itu itunya tuh, kancingnya tuh sudah kayak mau lepas gitu loh. Halo Raichi, selamat pagi menjelang siang.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean timer?
Flying object, benda melayang.
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
Sudah dong, kalau belum sarapan nggak mungkin live sih. Anjir, cepet deh, belum apa langsung ditangkap.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Flying object.
You tell her, Linny. Finally, someone who's not crazy.
Someone's
How
not
could
crazy.
anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny.
Linny.
My beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show.
Saving the
So,
show.
with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Kakaknya manusia, adeknya kucing. Teorinya gimana ya? Sudah gambar karakter Genshin, ya nggak mampu aku. Ini mah merendah paling, ini merendah. Ngeke ada tali ya do.
Ta-da!
Iya do, detailnya nggak masuk akal sih.
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Iya sih, detailnya nggak masuk akal sih. Ini sungguhan mimpi buruk bagi seorang fan artis.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon.
Something like
This
balloon.
rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good.
Nice.
Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Anjir, takut do, Rin. Rin, santai, Rin. Santai. Anjay, sangat berlebihan do.
You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
Oh.
But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad.
Kosmetiknya banyak ya, dewa ini. Pakai kalung, pakai topi, gila dul.
But even the gods of other lands.
Oh, aku nggak sabar lihat kita vokalor.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Ya bagus lah. Wih, apik dul, gila dul. Genshin ini memang sangat mengecewakan.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Iya dul, cerewet dul. Coba, apa? Setidaknya yang kali ini semakin suara Paimon tuh nggak terlalu tinggi dulu. Sebelum itu Paimon tuh suaranya twing gitu loh, ya, melengking gitu loh.
Don't mention
Annoying
it.
banget,
I
Pak.
just happened to remember that
Dia
there was
ngomong.
such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
Ya dia sambil ngomong, Rin, kamu kenapa sih kamu ini? Dia terus sambil ngomong
Now do
aja.
you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Confusing good way to put it.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant.
Oh.
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the
Yeah,
Opera
Opera
House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances.
Anjir.
To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
Anjir, tempat opera, tempat buat konser dipakai sekaligus buat tempat penghakiman, anjay. Gila kok.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Waduh.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we
Splendid. In
Splendid.
that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Coba sih Eddy bakal jadi voice actor, jadi say you. Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I will show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. Asik.
You really mean
Rasanya di sini
Then
bakal
I'll take you up on your offer.
go Vtuber, waduh, English.
This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
Selalu be drowned.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Bakal cukup dark sih kali ini, quest kali ini.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
Tidak tahu.
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Wadidaw.
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
Wih, Celestia. Nanti guys habis lawan Saritza kita bakal perang sama Celestia.
But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
Conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Iya, cuma mana? Bakal katanya bisa berenang di
Many
Fontaine.
people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them.
Wah, kayaknya pertama kali loh guys, ada orang tuh biasanya tergila-gila sampai waifu, ada juga tergila sama Husu. Ini satu manusia ini, Shirin ini tergila-gila sama Paimon. Sungguh manusia yang langka.
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity.
Oh, Paimon gets it. It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Waduh, vampir. Aduh, jangan sedot darahku, Kak. Darahku terlalu manis, nggak disedot. Azek. Digigit vampir jadi itu. Biar orang benci sama Paimon. Iya, suaranya annoying soalnya. Berisik. Annoying.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land.
Itu namanya evolusi, Bapak. Namanya evolusi, bukan berubah.
So, if you ask me, When the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Hello, my mate. You speak English? Of course. Well, it's not like I can speak English, but maybe my English is not really good. Sometimes there are some grammar mistake. So please, I will say sorry if my English like quite strange. I'm not really good with my grammar. If when I'm still in junior until senior high school, even though I'm in the like university student too, my English not really good for grammar. So I think for the conversation, I still can do it very clearly. So I think 70%? Yeah, 70% my English good. So how do you think, Mr. Kuremori? Yeah, Kuremori. Ooh.
Hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
So do you want to speak English, Kuromori? Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the
It's in the
water
water.
doesn't
Doesn't
necessarily
necessarily
mean
mean-
death.
Iku meninggal, it's been dead. Menjadi air tuh ada yang mati, Bapak. So nggak bilang nggak mati. Kacau nih, kacau. Manusia ini kacau, yang kali ini kacau. Sebenarnya itu yang mana sih? Patung itu
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
Wow, kita famous.
Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Anjir, sudah kecanduan Rin, Pe. Sabarin, tenang Rin, tenang. Wadidaw. Foot captain.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything.
Everything.
Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Orang ini apa bener cara pikirnya Eddy do?
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Anjir, fanatik kumpul Paimon do. Gila, gila. Takut dulu Eddy do, ada pertama kali orang sefanatik sama Paimon. Bagus, bagus.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
He can speak English 99%, Japanese 70%, Russian 100%, German 20%, that's it. Siapa itu bang? Gila. Sini Paimon, ku sayang Rin kasih kue, Rin bikin sendiri lo dari jahe. Ya ampun, fanatik Valdo.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Apakah saatnya kita bakal berenang? Ya, nggak berenang-berenang sih, nggak asik dong.
Too slow.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Hydro. Repot kan? Itu nggak lucu ya bunga yo.
Let's move out.
Ada bunga baru lagi, Dul. Bunga apa ini? Markot. Pink flower. Ini apa nih? Saat belakang. Apa ini? Saatnya menjelajah, guys. Iyalah, cuma muter doang, mengecewakan. Yemplongai loh, masuk ke iso toh. Makanya lu itu anjir, dari mana itu? Hoax tuh. Ini nggak bisa bahasa Rusia, anjay. Hoax tuh. Ini loh, keren, guys. Gila dulu detail sih. Gila Genshin. Kok kelelep paimonnya? Ya lo kok kelelep lo paimonnya. Duh, ayo. Ini nggak sabar untuk berenang. Berenang di Genshin maksudnya. Too slow. Nggak boleh, paman nggak boleh kelelep.
Look at that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Hah? Power life mode? Masa adek iki robot adek? Adek robot dul.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Masa adek ini robot?
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Ada pencopet.
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Pencopet anjay.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top.
Iya,
I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Iya, katanya ada teori katanya sing adek ini robot.
Alright, let's go.
Soalnya loh, masuk akal nggak sih? Kakaknya lo manusia, adeknya kucing. Ya apa ceritanya coba?
Squall Fury.
Di mana?
Quit following me. Behold, search for.
Weh, asik tuh, seneng weh aku punya apa Scaramouche ini bisa terbang.
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow.
Di mana pencopetnya?
The wind rises. Search for it.
Lihat mana sih ini? Anjir, mana sih ini? Ih, nayeng banget dol. Ya ini rasanya main apa kayak bagus simulator nggak ada peta. Bingung anjay kemana?
Too slow.
Wih, ada lift. Wih, keren dol. Naik lift.
Squall Fury.
Maling ya, maling. Wah, gimana nih Paimonnya maling? Harus dipenjara ini. Solid. Malingnya hatiku. Anjay, fanatik banget. Gila. Tinggi. Terkulus lagi.
Quit following me.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Time to make her arrest.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away. way.
Pencapaian hilang. Sungguh serasa main
For a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
serasa main bakso simulator dong.
Yeah, let's go.
Lucu banget lah. Lucu dul. Oh my god, Furi tapi. Furi. Gila dul, kalah Paimon. Apa? Furi. Kawaii dul. Ya ampun. Terus Pak Esther lagi. Oh, ini akhirnya. Keren
Are you
banget
sure
tinggal
that's
kayak
all
apa.
she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now.
Anjir, ada pohon.
Thanks again.
Like.
Oh,
Oh,
were you
nggak like.
returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Anjir, punya plot armor dul pencopetnya.
Oh, did you...
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right.
Sorry,
Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief.
Slippery little thief.
Things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind
Wih,
us.
patungnya
We should
Archon
go
nih.
to the court of Fontaine now.
Patungnya Archon. Ayo kita nyalakan 1 of 7. Manjay. Gila. Hah? Kayaknya kita bisa menyelam. Paimonnya nggak mau ikut nyelam dul. Paimonnya takut kelelep. Paimonnya nggak mau ikut nyelam, Pak. Lemah Paimon. Enggak. Bisa nyelam dul. Kita coba, kita testing. Bisa nyelam anjay. Menyelam. Loh, kok nggak bisa nyelam? Bisa nyelam dul. Apa-apaan ini? Penipuan. Masa harus ganti itu dulu sih? Masa harus ganti MC dulu? Pamanku dibilang lemah. Enggak.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aquabus.
Aquabus.
It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty
pulang
convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
With friends.
So you mean it's still boring?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Oh.
Guess
Whatever.
that That's what it's like to be an older brother.
Older brother.
It's
Oni-chan.
about time for us to leave.
Ini guys bakal cutscene. Hah? Bang! Bang Gitaro! Impianmu terwujud, Bang! Oh lala! Siapa ini? What? Bang, siapa nih, Bang?
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte! Penujanku adalah Paimon. Betul sekali.
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news.
Big news.
What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming.
Aduh, Bang. Charlotte.
Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere.
Wadidaw.
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Wadi, Bang. Charlotte loh, Bang.
Nice to meet
Astaga.
From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Adiadaw.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place.
Satunya Paimon, satunya
So,
Charlotte.
what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Anjay.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talent.
Aduh, Bang, ya ampun, bisa di zoom loh.
Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Anjir, kok ini serasa mirip itu, Lid? Apa? The Jack the Killer tuh loh.
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird,
Oh.
when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already got tons of
Wadidaw.
materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
Wadidaw.
What is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
Anjay.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Mbak ayo.
Is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
Wanjay.
Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Ini kayak kasusnya Jack the Ripper doh.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Oh.
I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Wanjay. Oni-chan.
Please don't imagine that, Linny.
Aqua Bus.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Look. Weh, kota Fontaine. Gila sih. Gendeng. Top markotop anjay. Grafiknya. Gila. Gila sungguhan. Gila sih Fontaine iki bagus. Wanjay, swaket tak grafiknya.
Well, I
Gila.
really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Oke, gue sih.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Lah, Charlotte-nya pergi.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Dadah Kak Charlotte. No, Charlotte. Wih, gila si Ki Aye. Gila si Ki Aye-nya. Suenteng si Ki Aye. Takjub sih, takjub wow. Cantik.
Squall and fury.
Tuh, ini kota paling terbagus sih.
Quick, follow me.
Sungguh selasa di France
Too
tuh.
slow.
Semakin nolep aja kita habis
This
gini.
is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Father?
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hell.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Siapa fathernya ini?
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
Freckles.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work.
Hujan. Kayak ada animasi orang lari hujan tuh.
Looks like rain.
Rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
Wih, sumpah. Ini pasti seru sih lawan Archonnya nih. Bisa lawan Furina.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Femine, namanya sungguhan French. Pemarah karakter. NPC style ribet. Ini bukan NPC, ini karakter game ini. Ini
It's
playable
said that a
karakter
dragon
ini.
of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Elemental Dragon, waduh.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Ngekek.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Legend, after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Wih, ketemu naga lagi.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last Aqua Bus of the day.
Aqua Bus. Jadi kayak MRT ada di Aqua Bus ini.
On the day of the performance, just ride the Aqua Bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oke.
Are you leaving now?
Oh, kesepian tinggal.
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all! Don't worry, we're on the case!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need! This'll be a walk in the park for us!
Bantu ya nggak kalah Edan detailnya. Iya, Dul. Sekarang masih misteri, Dul. Kenapa kok tangannya, ngapain ya, kayak tangannya itu loh, ada desain kayak patung Seven Archon tuh, itu kan masih sebuah misteri. Kenapa? Ada gemen katanya pemimpinnya 7 Archon nih Paimon. Anjir, susah anjir, nggak ada petanya. Apa di atas? Ditinggal. Makanya sedih tadi itu ditinggal.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Loh, desainnya kan sebuah misteri toh. Kenapa kok tangannya, desain tangannya tuh loh, kok mirip kayak batu patungnya Seven Archon tuh loh. Katanya ada teori itu kalau nggak salah tuh Paimon nih kemungkinan bakal jadi pemimpinnya itu sih. Pemimpinnya Seven Archon.
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Oh iya, temennya Boci.
They already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Oh.
Wow. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
Oh.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Welek Paijo. Jokes bapak sungguhan tuh. Culek. Culek Paijo.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, Everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Cek guys, Bicim, ibu memanggil.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Sampai mana tadi?
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Oh.
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on.
Ada tanda auto.
Trying to collect payments. Why don't you settle your own debts first?
Oh.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from North
Manusia ini lagi.
But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first before you get back to your
Wadidaw.
location here?
Ini lagi. Si tukang riran.
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
Cilde lagi.
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
It's pretty boring.
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Aduh.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Halo bang, selamat datang kembali. Langsung ganti dulu. Tadi tak fanatik sama Paimon, langsung ganti child. Sudah putus sama Paimon ya, Rin. Pisahin bendera Ukraina di atap. Hei, wow.
It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Makanya gila.
Kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take
Oh, nantang child.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Gelut.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
Nggak cabut lehermu. Sakit. Waduh, kita pakai cat. Push dipakai. Hah, easy. Easy.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank.
Nggak gitu juga jarinya. Kuning sama biru. Waduh. Hah? Wih, visionnya nggak nyala.
Now's my chance.
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them.
Jadi pengen tak cokot lehernya.
My vision?
Strange. How could that happen?
Wih, visionnya nggak nyala.
I've heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
MC ceweknya itu kasihan sama delusion, ya ampun. Gila dong, bakal jadi pacaran.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Kayak
What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
anjay. Oh, halo Andi, selamat pagi siang.
I still have but recently there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
Inside.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown
Anjir,
abyss.
umur 14 tahun.
During that time, I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Umur 14 tahun nyemplung ke dunia gelap dul. Eddy 14 tahun masih belajar baca manga Doraemon. Ih, pagi dan siang. Pas siang. Boleh. Jadi pengen tak anjay. Ih, halo
She
Paimon.
was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
Cukup absurd ya, Paimon langsung muncul dul.
One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Cilde punya guru.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Guyui.
Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used
Paimon, jangan lupa subscribe dan like.
one of your moves?
Wah, kacau nih Paimon.
Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Udah, weh, bagus, mantu. Bagus, bagus.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that.
Kerja bagus.
Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Ah, Cildanya pergi.
More work?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Anjay.
Official champion duelist? You mean it's their job to duel?
Klik 2 kali boleh.
In Fontaine, before a criminal goes
Jangan, jangan.
a chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Oh, good.
The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point.
Waduh.
So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
Kacau,
The worst-case
kacau.
scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Hah? Dark anjay, kok Genshin ini lama-lama semakin barbar gini, bunuh-bunuhan.
Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
Wadidaw.
Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Cilde ini senangnya gelut anjay, suka tengkar.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Apakah uang? Huh?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off
Anjir,
without it
dikasih
for now.
vision. Betul bang, coba main Call of Duty.
Besides,
Ya.
I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again,
Jatuh cinta sama MC cewek dong, Cildenya dong.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, seems we don't have much to do for now. We might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Oh, jatuh cinta dulu. Kangen misi nomor Anjay. Sukanya sama Rusia dulu.
Could have seen that coming. The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along. Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the opera house to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Okay.
Benny said that the opera house is on Aranias, so let's go ride the aquabus.
Aquabus lagi. Gimana aquabusnya? Cek, nyari patungnya mana patungnya itu? Anjay. Ada apa? Travel point. Wih, gila. Plus kangen sama Nakra Fury Price Sub Ghost.
Too slow.
Sungguh pindah ke Rusia dong, Bang Kitaro ini. Caranya naik ya apa? Oh, ini trap apa?
Too slow.
Gede yo. Kotanya astaga. Mumet dul. Nah, ini apa? Kotanya mumet anjay.
Quit following me.
Mumet, kotanya mumet. Terlalu besar.
Quit following me.
Ada robot. Gila. Bisa ngomong nggak? Oh, NPC robotnya. Gila, gila, gila.
Too slow.
Ntar. Ini travel point lagi. Lagu ini apa itu lagu? Serasa nonton Ratatouille anjay.
The wind rises.
Mana ada orang jalan-jalan bisa terbang anjay. Hanya di Genshin tok. Sungguhan sekarang pasti sungguhan mempermudah dulu. Punya sekarang sih mempermudah hidup.
Too slow.
Akhirnya anak mempermudah semuanya. Anjir 20. Nggak cukup.
The wind rises.
Gila sih. Duetel anjay. Duetel tuh. Nggak masuk akal.
Squall and fury.
Kita naik MRT-nya Fontaine. Kecemplung. Mana MRT-nya? Ya apa caranya naik MRT ya? Oh, naik lift. Loh, ya apa cara naik lift ya? Naik aquabus ya? Anjay. Oh, naik lift dulu. Ya ampun, ini. naik. Lucu, kawaii do. How do you do? Wih, kita bisa duduk. Sit. Gila tuh. Wih.
To the Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so.
Sungguh ini suasana MRT dong.
Please remember to buy the steambird, though I don't read it myself.
Saya terjun nggak ya?
The destination of the current tour is Erin.
Ketinggalan. Tolong.
Visiting include the Fountain of Lucine.
Tolong. Goblok. Ya ampun.
You will see the famous
rasanya nggak bisa keluar dong.
An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Ya ampun, aku mikir itu tuh apa aman-aman nalek tuh, apa itu ketinggalan kereta anjay. Kacau.
Squall and fury.
Weh. Bisa ketinggalan kereta dong.
Approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to Fontaine. Weh, asik nih MRT dul.
Too slow. Quit following me.
Lambat. Terbang, sus. Ini Draculus lagi. Ini Draculusnya.
Too slow. Squall and fury.
Jauh weh. Anjir, jauh weh.
Too slow.
Wah, ini. Akhirnya quest lagi. Wah, gila. Selasa itu dul. Niat anjay, gila.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Happy couple, Eddy cemburu.
I guess if there are kids, there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Kurang ajar, menyombongkan diri tuh, cemburu tuh,
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine.
Anjir,
Couples here.
jahat deh gaming gitu. Di depan seorang jomblo digitu, nodoh, ya ampun. Hah?
What's wrong? No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
fairy things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element.
Hydro element.
Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Ooh, menarik.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Let's go.
The wind rises.
Wish. Ini tempat teli apa? Segini guys, ketemu Archon lagi. Habis gini, dia bakal selesai tahap pertama. Lanjut lagi besok. Terlalu lama aja story quest ini.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Okay. Lucu anjay Paimon ini.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Okay.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Cutscan lagi. Waduh, gege. Apa itu?
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Front, paling depan. Lala.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything. Oh, you little... Of course you put this in Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Wadidaw.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Wadidaw.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
Wih, keren dong desainnya dong.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Anjay.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make our introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Anjay, namanya Monsieur Nevelet. So France. Sungguhan France follow. Monsieur Nevelet. Nevelet. Menarik.
Mr. Linney, I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nevelet?
Nevelet?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Monsieur Nevelet is.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of
Wajar.
justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Waduh, peringkatnya tinggi.
Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for
Anjay.
quite a while.
Furina.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Ooh!
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right.
Kakalan adik, anjay.
A moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Me too.
Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is
tepuk
my
tangan.
sister,
Prok.
Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Okay.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough.
Ooh.
And before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Ooh la la.
Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Wee.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Wadidaw, wadidaw.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage. So let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Woo! Woo!
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Woo! Ooh, fuck. Interesting.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What the
He
show?
could see easily through his tricks, and that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm
Thank
glad you
you.
enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Ooh.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Wee.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick.
A swap.
A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual
Bacot
superpowers?
Paimon.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Oh.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Ooh.
Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Ooh la la.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like.
Okay.
I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53,
52.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me.
Just enjoy the
the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
24, 23.
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10, 9,
Almost there now. Swapping people is harder work than you might
6.
think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7.
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5, 4.
Whoops! That doesn't count.
0. Ooh. Woo! Ooh. Oh my god! Oh my god! my god, mati dong. Hah?
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no, maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Wish ada akhirnya ada sing mati anjay. Semakin dark dong.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
What?
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Pintar dulu pemain kata itu.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lenny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Sungguh serasa kayak kakak adik tuh.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
Aduh, gak sabar aku ngegaca wanita satu ini.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible
outcome.
So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
The Epiclese!
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, A trial is in order.
Ooh.
Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yes.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to
Antagonis semua aja habis gini Archon nih.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Nope.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer? Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Ya, masuk akal.
Precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookstore in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Traveler lagi.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Okay.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Okay. Ya. Oke lah. Kita bakal si lanjut ya ampun.
How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Saya tidak bisa, saya MC.
What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Ya, kenapa?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
Wadidaw.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
Terima kasih, saya tidak membantu.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Oke. Dapat buku jadi detektif anjir. Oke lah. Oke. Kita lanjutkan besok. Terlalu panjang ini kok ini full. Kalian juga bisa bosan. Oke guys, terima kasih yang sudah nonton sampai sekarang. Dan juga terima kasih juga yang sudah nonton yang walaupun bukan live. Sampai jumpa besok ya guys. Besok bakal lanjut lagi live-nya. See you. Ini loh sampai sudah capek juga karakternya. Bye bye.